find much.
That's what's up, man. Welcome everybody to Memes, Power, Respect. Of course, you know we take a deep delve into the social media world, the crazy life of social media and its influencers, entertainers, whatever you want to call them these days. We got, you know, mad figures on social media all over the globe, man. And it's really taken it over, like in the past, I don't know, like 10 years. It's just like been an explosion of like social media, and you know, it's just very interesting to see, especially with the people like yourself. I include myself in that, and I lump myself into that group too. And in Fuego here, you know, we just jumped straight into the fire, pretty much, because
like your logo.
There you go. See, it's all subconscious. See, now you're getting it, Justin. Now you know what's up.
It.
So yeah, man. So we're here with Justin, aka the Hood VIN SCULLY. It's a beautiful day, man. I just want to tell you, thanks for coming down. Thanks
My
for
pleasure, bro. It was fun hanging out with you this season at the Dodger games.
Yeah.
Seeing you up there interviewing some of our greats was pretty cool too. And you know, just bringing us up and close and personal with some of the Dodgers was pretty cool.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we
yeah.
appreciate that as Dodger fans.
Hey, man, I had to do what I had to do, and Fuego allowed us to get down on that field and talk with some of the players, the greats. You know, we get to interview, like Chente and I. We've got to a few places, and we've you know, did what we had to do in regards to Fuego. If get in that mic real quick. Let me see. Get in that closer.
Let me get in it. Let me get in it. There you go.
There you go.
Don't let me get in my late night slow jam radio DJ voice. Make you sing all night long.
You're 92.3 Theo.
Isn't
that what we were talking about the other day?
It was Theo. Theo was 92.3 the beat.
There you go. Yeah. Hey, whatever happened to Theo?
I don't know, but I think he's doing all right. I think he's be doing behind the scenes stuff.
I hope so. There was a rumor on the interwebs back in the day that Theo passed and shit. I was like, nah, that can't be true, dog.
No, and that's Google information. You could find that easily, I bet, if we did find out. But
you know what, man? Me and my brother, we've actually Googled that fool, and we can't find anything on him.
And so what do you Google? Theo what?
92.3
Theo?
the beat.
Oh, Theo 92.
That's right.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, but anyways, going back to Enfuego, you know, Enfuego's like, we're a company that tells human interest stories, you know, local and abroad, I guess you could say that, and just bringing them to the limelight, especially having a highlight on minorities, I guess you would say. And Enfuego obviously is like a Hispanic-driven type of deal, but you know, like you were saying, you take a look at the page, and there's like memes on there, and there's our stories and our segments. Pretty much, I mean, whatever's driving the views right now, and a lot of that has to do.
And it's not necessarily, you're not necessarily doing just Latin either, which is cool.
Yeah,
that's just mainly your theme. Right. It's theme-based, Latin theme-based, right?
Yes. It's just putting a highlight on it. Basically, it's like I would say like we're sprinkling our memes with some like tapatio or cholula on it, and just getting it out, you know,
a little tahini.
Yeah, little tahini, and you just make it palatable for everybody. You know what I mean? So, but with a little Latin twist, that's all it is.
I like it. Honestly, anything that you target in the Latin community, is the following is so huge it takes off, and that's the most impressive thing. The Latin community sticks together incredibly, and I've noticed that. Right,
and that's something that we put a lot of thought into, because we want to cater to listen, we cater to everybody.
Of course,
but
I know what you mean. You
know, we got to go with ours first.
What I was taught is just stay in your lane.
There we go.
And then you can also fill in a couple little things here and there.
There we go.
You know, you can mix it in, because if you just strictly stick to one thing completely, then people are going to only think, oh, well, they only go to this target instead of regular America, instead of Latin America. You do it all. Right. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So that's our thing, man. So you know, little background on Enfuego. But yeah, we've got some great guys working with us, and that I work with. I'm like the newcomer in this thing. So
you're good at it, kid.
Hey, appreciate that, man. I don't know about good, but you know, I get by. But no, I appreciate that, man. That's very, very kind of you. But yeah, man, these guys are great. The CEO, Alex, is great. You know, Chente's a great shooter. We've got a lot of stuff going on here.
Shout out to Chente.
Yeah, shout out to Solano, Gus, Kyle, Gabe. They're all downstairs right now.
I got to meet them all coming up. They were all friendly.
Yeah.
Good people. I can see it's a good family over here.
Yeah, man. It's pretty close. Everyone knows their role, and you know, it's pretty cool to see what we're doing here. But we are involved in the social media gang, you know what I mean? And, you know, we're proud to be a part of it. And, you know, we're trying to make our footprint, you know.
Got to start somewhere. You know, you just got to throw it out there.
Yeah.
And, you know, you never know where it's going to go.
Right.
That's what I've learned. And when I started off, not to take off of what you were talking about.
I want you to tell me exactly what.
But with social media and me, you know, I'm a fashion guy. Like, fashion is what I love.
Yeah.
Like, and, you know, I've always been in the clothing business. I've designed. I've been a sales rep, everything in fashion. My mom started me off when I was younger, taking me down the street and getting me Converse every week. Not like I love Converse, but it was just when I was a kid, I was getting new sneakers every week, and I was always matching as a kid, and I still kind of put together pretty good.
Bro, you came in fresh today. Super fresh.
Some low key, born and raised, baby blue and yellow.
That shit is not low key, dog. That shit is a baby blue sweatsuit, dog. Born and raised. That shit is fire.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
Straight up.
Always repping LA. Born and raised, a local brand. I love it. They rep LA hard.
Yep.
So yeah, social media. I noticed. So back to that, the fashion thing with me is where I really started. And on TikTok, they weren't really feeling a 45-year-old dude with the fashion, the drip that I had. So it didn't really work for me. So I was able to figure out a way where I was able to still bring my cool drip into the Dodgers.
So let me pause you right there. What I found, how I found you and how I came across you was on TikTok. So, like, you know, I'm always looking for local you know, hashtags, you know, LA Dodgers, Dodger Stadium, Vin Scully, blah, blah, blah. And then I come across your page on TikTok and I follow you. And I was like, oh, dude, this guy's local. He's going to all the games. He's got some good insights. You know, he's fresh as hell.
Thank you.
And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna stick with this dude. So every day, and you're pretty consistent about putting out content. And so, like, it was something new every day that I was seeing that, you know, I wanted to check out. So, but yeah, go back to your. That's how I found.
And also the thing is fortunately and unfortunately. So fortunately, throughout the Dodgers season, I'm able to create a ton of TikToks and content throughout going to majority of the games.
Right.
Now, it's kind of, I'm a little screwed in the off season because it's like, I'm not going to sit there and follow all the Dodgers. I have to make a living, and that's going to pay for the next season's tickets always anyway.
Right.
So, like, for me, the Dodgers, like, it's incredible throughout the season. I'm going to hit a lot of spring training next year, which I didn't do much last year on camera.
Right.
TikTok is still somewhat new for me. I'm pretty excited. I'm approaching 30K followers.
Yeah, that's organically. That's a feat. Yeah, that's a feat.
And I got really good engagement. I'm not one of those TikTokers who doesn't engage with my fans, followers. I don't like to call them followers because we're all a family of Dodgers. I even started a HOOD VIN SCULLY fam page, FAM. So, like, we can all be together. I follow everyone back there. I interact, and it's cool. So
got it.
That one, that's more of a family-based thing. My TikTok, I don't follow really anyone back because I don't want to just sit there all day long and go through millions and millions and millions. I don't have that kind of time, so I make time on my other page for that too. But I still show love back to majority of everybody.
Yeah, no, I seen that. And actually, I
don't play the Hollywood game when it comes to TikTok. I see my follower, friends, fans, whatever you want to call it, and I'm always happy and smile and show love, and we'll take a picture with anybody who wants to. I'm honored.
That's dope, man. That's super cool. But yeah, that's exactly where I found you. I started following you. Like I said, it was all the Dodger updates, and you know, you sprinkle in another little side of yourself. You throw your personality in there, which is cool, man. You know, and you've got a great personality. You got a great voice. You got, like I said, you got great insights.
That's where, I'm sorry to cut you off. No, that's where actually the HOOD VIN SCULLY comes in. Okay, when you talk about the voice. So, Vin Scully, class act. Okay, we're never going to degrade his name. This is our legendary Vin Scully. So I'm the HOOD VIN SCULLY, okay?
Right.
There's a difference. I put a little bit of flavor into him. So what I do is I go to every game that I go to. I put a little microphone on, and I even have a little mini mic. That mini mic doesn't work, but the wireless does, right? So I'm sitting here, and I do little commentary throughout the game. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 9th, Muncy at the plate, boom, and then I have that on video. Not only that, you know, so I'm live. I got a camera recording the footage, and I'm mic'd up talking like Vin Scully, but with some flavor. So that's where the HOOD VIN SCULLY came in.
It's all making sense now, bro. And that's even dope. That's even more dope than, you know, what I originally thought. I thought it was just like a moniker, blah, blah, blah. I didn't know where it came from, but yeah, that makes sense.
I mic up, and I can't, like, I'm not going to ever be Vin, but I can put a flavor on Vin. Because Vin has, like, the most incredible, like, he had the knowledge, the analytics. I don't have what he had.
Right.
I have the, you know, the basic good Dodger knowledge I need to know.
Yeah. And so when I actually met you, at the what game was it? I don't even remember what game it was.
It was a playoff. Was it a playoff game, or it was right before the playoffs?
I think it was I think it was the last game before the playoffs or something like that, right, Chente?
Dodgers versus Colorado.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So like 3 games out before the season ends.
Sadly, we couldn't barely beat Colorado.
Yeah, that was tough. But yeah, no, I actually sat down with you. I went to visit you in your seats, and you were mic'd up, and you were giving little play-by-play, little color during the game, and to all the TikTok live followers.
And I also do it where I'm not, and this is my motto. It's not like I have it written down. I bring you in the game. Some people are at the game.
That's true.
You understand? Not everyone has sports.net. Not everyone has Spectrum worldwide. So also, I'm bringing you close to the players. I'm not in the third deck filming live. Just, I'm bringing you close up as best as I can. And I sit in areas where you're going to get the most content and the most live action from the Dodgers.
Yes.
And then a couple other things if I have to clown the other team we're playing or come up with something. I'm very smart on how I get my tickets. I do not have season tickets. I buy my tickets every game I go to, but I do it strategically. I'll jump on StubHub in the morning, and I'll be on that bitch all day long, and I know how to play the game, like until I end up in the seat I want. Sometimes you lose. Dope. I won't play that game on bobblehead night because you can't. Like no one's going to be late to a bobblehead night of Mookie Betts.
No one's giving it up.
Kimbrel, and I don't mean to hate, dude. He's a Dodger, but he just didn't show up this year.
Yeah, no, I get it.
And I don't want Jensen back. He was great this year as well. Led the league, I think, in saves. But we need a couple fresh guys. We need to also get the minor league guys going.
Yeah, so let's talk about the Dodgers, dude. Dodgers are my team. I was born in L.A., was raised at Dodger Stadium, Angel Stadium, even San Diego. All the local
baseball.
Love the
Angels. Shout out to the Angels. I don't hate on them.
Straight up. I mean, listen, I don't know how many Angel games my dad took me to when he was here. You know what I mean? And he brought me up in that park. He brought me up playing baseball. It's my thing, and that's why even on the Enfuego page, you see that we favor a lot of baseball. Like a lot of us, like,
and not just Dodgers.
Not just Dodgers.
You guys show love.
Yeah. We're all baseball fans here. Like Gabe's a big baseball fan. Kyle's a big baseball fan. He played at UCLA. I think Gabe played college ball too. I played. I'm not sure. Alex played college ball. I played college ball. Chente, did you play college ball? Oh.
I played.
Okay, we're going to edit that out. Chente didn't play.
Junior college. So good.
Yeah, you played junior college?
Played. If you want to laugh, I had to do the junior college circle. Basically, I started out at Pierce.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
And I'll tell you what happened in '95 when I graduated. I went to Pierce College, and I had the brand new Deion Sanders cleats, okay? Fully doped to match my uniform.
Right.
And they were like $150 at the time, and I put those things on the bench, and one of the coaches threw those things on the floor. And, I was still coming out of high school, and I was pretty good, but I was not that good if I'm at a junior college, but I was good.
Right.
And the reality is that he threw my cleats on the floor, and I kind of lost it. And so I didn't get cut. I left the team, went over to Moore Park, got cut as a hitter, made it as a pitcher.
Okay.
Yeah. And then went over to COC. And it didn't work out. And then I ended up at Valley College. I got to hit and pitch.
Nice.
So it was kind of, I ended my career in junior college game being able to do what I love most, which is pitch and hit.
Yeah.
And then, unfortunately, in college, they don't develop DHs. And being a somewhat out of shape baseball player I was most of my career, I hit bombs and I pitched.
What's funny is I actually seen you. You have a couple clips on your TikTok that you're actually on the field smashing bombs.
Wood bat.
With a wood bat. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
On a real field.
Yeah. That's legit.
Thank you. Yeah, because people call me out sometimes in my comments. Some guy wrote, I bet you never played baseball in your life.
Yeah.
I go, well.
And this fool was out there in gym shorts. I think he had regular dunks on.
I had the KDs to match. I'm always coordinated. You know what I mean?
And he was swinging like, I was like, oh, okay, this is tight. This is my guy right here. This is my type of thing. Because I'd get out there too if I could.
Yeah, and it was good timing. I was able to put it in and throw it in as a TikTok because it was at the time where we were really struggling at the end of the year.
Yeah.
And we needed to make a move fast.
Yeah.
And I decided I wanted to bring myself up.
So who was out there with you?
I was out there with a couple other guys from that league.
Oh, okay.
Were in the All-Star game, and then that was the derby to the All-Star game. So I went up against a few guys, and that was the final round between me and the other big dude.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to show him because it's about me, the TikTok. You know what I mean?
But I did see it, man. I was like, okay, this fool taking some over the fence. I like that. That's my style right there because I hit bombs too. Don't trip.
And if Chete was there, he would have been able to zoom in on some of those bombs, I'm sure, with his great camera work.
Yeah, he would have got some dope Roger Deakins shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So we're all baseball fans here, man. Like we all played college ball except for Chente, and then so we favor baseball a lot. We're a lover of sports.
It's my first sport.
We love sports. We love the Lakers. We love the Chargers, Rams, LAFC.
Congratulations. Shout out LAFC.
Man, they killed it this
year. Way to
year.
show up.
Yeah, exactly.
Rep our city. That was beautiful.
That was something we needed.
And, I've been talking to a lot of people lately about that, too. And, I might start going to that next year, too, as well. But I hear that things are popping up there.
That's a good spot to go.
I heard LAFC games are popping.
Yeah.
So Wifey and I are going to go up there a few times next year and stuff. And shout out to Wifey also for always shooting me at some of these games.
Yeah.
She's ride or die next to me and always, filming some of those cool shots. Like sometimes I'll shout to one of the Dodgers or one of the Dodger ball guys.
Yeah.
And they'll throw me a ball. I've caught plenty of balls this year from players while I was holding my phone live and caught the ball live. And then she was next to me filming everything as well. So it was like I was able to get great content. She's always there. She doesn't care as much about the camera at all.
Yeah.
So she's always down to just record me,
which
is pretty dope.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if you can have a camera guy or a camera woman, woman around, it makes the huge difference. But you were telling me about that. She shows up with you sometimes and takes content. I was like, dude, that's tight.
It's tight. That's dope. Instead of hating and don't know what to do and just being a she loves it too that we found a cool little niche for me for TikTok.
Yeah.
A clean one.
Yeah.
Where there's not a lot of thirst trap.
No, it's like the most wholesome. Your TikTok's like the most wholesome content, like sports content.
And there's a lot of amazing creators out there.
Yeah.
Do not get me wrong. Yeah. And I just have fun with it. Yeah. I'm not a TikTok diehard creator. I don't do it 3-4 times a day.
Right.
Okay. Some of these people do. I just don't have that time.
Right.
I would love to, but
you found your niche and it works and it's palatable to me. Like I always put myself in the consumer seat. If I can eat it, I'm sure there's thousands other that can do the same. So I go in with an open mind. I'm not a hater. I like to find cool stuff, especially on TikTok. Man, there's a crazy amount of creators on there.
We learn a lot. TikTok is honestly a monster when it comes to I learn a lot of stuff on TikTok. I favor a lot of photos. I like a lot of photos, so I know what to go back for.
Right.
And it's cool. I learn a ton of stuff. You get breaking news on. It's like TikTok is basically the feds too, because they give you all.
That's true.
You get all that. You could solve Takeoff's case before they do.
Yeah.
It's crazy. R.I.P. Takeoff.
Yeah, for sure.
Migos gang.
Yeah, Migos. Lots of good one, but. Yeah, TikTok. I'm like in the middle, man. I want to get on TikTok so bad, but I don't really have a niche. You know what I mean? I have my Instagram.
Your Instagram is popping though, so you stick to your niche, and then you should still throw some stuff on TikTok because you can.
Yeah.
You can also load your TikToks right to your Instagram, and then it's automatically just a double whammy because that's how it goes with TikTok. You have to just start throwing it on there.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie to you. I've deleted several videos.
Yeah.
If they don't do too well, I'm not even going to lie to you. I'll get rid of it.
Yeah.
I keep the good videos because why should I put up a video that didn't do well? I'll just remove it. I'm straight up. I'm a real person. I don't care. I don't need to hide nothing.
That's dope. But for me, I'm I don't know where to start with my TikTok, but you're giving me a good idea. So start from TikTok and then move it and then share it to Instagram.
I used to do memes way back.
Yeah.
And that was cool. And then I had my girls' kids, they got older, they started following me. So I had to cut back on some of the memes because they were a little bit sometimes degrading to either women or just whatever.
I got it.
So now it's
just a little off color.
And my nephews follow me too. So I just had to change it up a little bit.
Yeah. Now that my mom actually follows me on Instagram.
Keep it PG-13.
Usually my shit is PG-13. It usually is. And the reason I do that is because you don't really alienate anybody. So everybody could come in and kind of have a good time. It's like going to Chuck E. Cheese, I'll go for a party and have a slice of pizza. That's cool. That's kind of my Instagram. It's not a strip club.
No.
And it's not the Little League field. So it's kind of in the middle. I would go a little past Chuck E. Cheese, but it's a little playground in there. We have a little fun. We don't get too raunchy. It might stink a little bit. You might see some kids throwing up over there, but it's all good. Everyone has a good time at the end of the day.
It makes good content.
Yeah. And then also too, it kind of what's helped me with the PG-13 thing is that it's brought a lot more celeb eyes on it, and they're being able to share it the same way, and it's kind of a cool thing to see your stuff being put out somewhere that you thought you'd never see it. So that's kind of the reason I've kept it. It used to be different back in the day. It used to be It used to be a little more racier, a little more off color, but I had to kind of tame it when I started, moving up in the follower count and stuff like that, because people
you sure are.
Yeah, thanks. But people started to give you shit about what you're posting and stuff like that. But I kind of learned how to maintain it, and even Chenta and I were talking about this last time we were here. He was like, how do you deal with like all the hate comments and shit like that? And it's like, you know what, man? At this point, there was a time where I cared. And then,
do you respond?
I used to respond all the time
because I'm the comeback king, to be honest.
Yeah,
and the one-line king.
Yeah.
And I look forward sometimes to it as much as I don't.
Yeah.
Like if someone comes at me and sometimes I let it go. Like wifey wants it to go. Just don't pay attention to these people. Shoo them off. But sometimes I got to put them in their place, especially some of these Padres and Astro followers.
That I can see. I can see.
Because I'm heavy supporting my team.
Right.
So, and they should understand that. But I mean, there's a fine line with the trash talking. Like, I literally had to salute the Astros this year, which is not something as a Dodger fan I want to do.
Saw that.
And it got a lot of love from Houston, of course. In LA, it was mixed feelings in LA because of Dusty Baker. But shout out Dusty Baker on his first ring as a manager. And I thought that was pretty amazing. So just to see a former Dodger great win it was cool. So that was my first thing. And then Astros, like, they showed up. They continue to prove it regardless.
Right.
I'll never forgive the 2017, but I'll move forward in life. Mm-hmm. They won it this year, fair and square, as far as I know. And I'm ready for 2023 to just play all the American League teams in the season, which is going to be exciting next year.
Yeah.
We get to play all the American League teams next season. No more shift.
Oh, yeah,
it's going to be real baseball next year. Back to the original.
All teams. That's right. That's the one I forgot about.
So we'll get the Yankees in the season. We'll get everybody Astros during the regular season.
And I think it's good for baseball, man.
Amazing.
I think that this is long overdue in that regard, because there's fans from everywhere out here in LA, and
we're everywhere also.
That's true. Like, okay, you know what games kind of trip me out when I go to Dodger Stadium is how many Cubs fans there are out here.
You know what? Anytime we actually play those big East Coast city, like those big places like Chicago, New York, even in basketball, it's always going to sell out. And it's just because there's so much East Coast living in California, because we got that Cali weather.
Right.
And but Chicago, definitely New York, you'll see a lot of it. But luckily they're blue, so maybe you can't tell the difference when they're in the fan stands, right?
Except for that red bill sometimes, they wear that old school one.
Yeah.
But Chicago's a good game. That's actually a very good series to come to if you're ever in LA, to check it out at Dodger Stadium. It's a beautiful time of year. And then, of course, the Cubs, they put up a fight. Like I said, baseball is like the most – anything can happen in baseball. You know what I mean? Like
I agree.
The suckiest team could beat the best record team any day.
Listen, we've learned it most important this year. It's not the best team that wins. It's the hottest team that wins. Do you understand? That's what I've learned. Because, the 111 wins is pointless. And postseason, a different season. That's why it's called postseason.
Exactly.
So shout out to the Dodgers for their regular season.
Yeah, no. Dodgers had a phenomenal regular season. They came in hot to the postseason. I think they may have had
we cooled off a little.
I was going to say
we were hot,
like a cooling week and a half.
The wrong time.
And
then the week off.
Even up until the Rockies series. Like, you remember the energy there? It wasn't.
It's not.
There was no hype. There was no fire.
And that's why they're talking about how possibly we just need a couple new blood. To mix in. Get rid of some of the old blood and replace it.
Yeah. So and I heard today that Dodgers want to bring back Turner and Kershaw. What do you think, man?
Which Turner?
Justin Turner.
We'll
talk about Trey in a minute.
Justin Turner is a class act. True. I love Justin Turner. We definitely need a little bit strong. He's obviously, he's not going to be our full-time start. He wouldn't be our full-time starting. He probably won't even start next year at third base if we do take him back. We're going to probably have to give him not what he wants. Probably, I think he gets $20 million. He's going to want, or 16.
Yeah.
And I think that's a little too much for him to give him. Maybe he can take less to stay here.
Just to free up some space for some new blood.
And we can also focus on, give Miguel Vargas a little bit of a chance. I see the Dodgers are believing in him strongly.
There we go.
It doesn't look like we got my man's Alberto coming back. I saw that just now, too. I mean, Shout out Hanser Alberto. You know, he was a great hype man. You know, he closed some games out, but that's not what we're going to be known for.
Right.
As a, you know, we don't want that on the Dodgers because we want it, but we need to develop also. Besides, I mean, we're not developing cheerlead. You know, I love the guy. Like I said,
he came in at some clutch times, but you know,
but it wasn't going to cut it for us full time.
No.
So we just got to see, and then you know I'm excited about some of our pitching we're going to have coming up. Hopefully we you know bring up Bobby Miller, get him some time and stuff.
What about Kershaw, man? Now, Kershaw's been there for what? Jeez, so, like 16 years.
Kershaw's an interesting one. I feel like so it's going to cost probably $25 million to keep Kershaw. Okay, maybe he can take a little less.
He's the highest paid Dodger, right?
No.
I
think Mookie would be.
Mookie is. I'm sorry. Yeah.
And even you know you got Freddie and Trey. They're still pretty high too.
There we go. At one time he was absolutely.
Of course. Yes, he was, and he's actually probably now that I think about it, to back your point up, he probably is the highest paid Dodger overall because he's made over he's made over $400 million as a Dodger.
It's close to that, right?
So that would make him the highest,
right.
But technically, yes. So
I think he's still got some gas in the tank, man. I'd love to see him back. I'd love to see him finish it out.
He would be a number 3 or 4, starter for sure.
And I think that he knows his role at this point. You know, he's still sharp, man. I saw, you know, glimpses of his greatness. You know, throughout it was spotty, but it was there during the season. Like you know.
Kershaw's got a lot of heart and a lot of fire.
Right.
We like Roberts a little bit. We kind of have a little problem in the postseason with a couple of these guys, you know, and just I don't know. But yes, I'm okay with Kershaw coming back and being a lifelong Dodger. You know what I mean? And retiring here.
Yeah. How many years do you think he's got left?
2 max.
Yeah. In LA.
No. Period.
Yeah. Really.
Yeah. 2-3 years.
Not even a reliever somewhere? I don't think he'd want that role anyways. What do you think?
No, they were talking about maybe even making him a reliever.
Yeah.
I like Vezia a lot actually, and he's not even our closer, but I like Vezia. And you know, he comes in always amped up and fired up and he wants the ball.
Right.
And he comes in and he backs up when he comes in with that energy.
Right.
I rarely see Vezia getting hit. You know, he got hit a couple times, and I think the postseason. But I think overall, like Vezia, I like him. He's the real deal.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, I'm with you on that. What about Dave Roberts, dude? What are your thoughts on that guy?
So with Dave Roberts, go ahead. No, you go.
He's a friend of Infuego, but listen, we're all.
Yeah, but you know, David Vassay is friends with all the Dodgers, and he even talked shit about a lot of them just now.
True. But what do you feel about Dave Roberts? Like,
okay,
because the big picture, like this is our team. This is everybody's looking. All eyes are on LA Dodgers when the season starts. Like, you fuck the Lakers, fuck the Clippers, whatever. It's all about LA Dodgers. This is LA.
Dave Roberts is a great manager. Okay.
Yeah.
He manages great. He over manages in the postseason, and the problem is I also don't think it's all his fault. There's other people involved besides Dave Roberts who make the decision. It's not just Dave.
Right.
So we can all point the finger at Dave, but we're not behind the scenes, and we really don't know what goes on behind the scenes.
Right.
So from the outside looking in, I like Dave Roberts, but I think that, you know, he is coming back. So I'm going to ride with my manager.
Absolutely.
You know, Dave Roberts, he's proven he can win, but we need to prove that he can win a championship.
Yeah.
And 2020, we don't need to talk about that championship, but we still got it.
Yeah.
And
everyone else likes to talk about it.
Well, my defense to that one is everyone else also played the same amount of games.
True.
Okay?
True.
So we won it in half, but we all played the same amount, and at that time, the hottest team won.
Anybody had a chance.
So don't hate on the Lakers, the Dodgers for 2020. Shout out both of you guys for that ring.
That's right. 2 rings. That's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Dave Roberts is a smart manager, man. You know, the things I've seen him do in the past is just like, wow, like damn, okay. He was really thinking on that one. That was definitely a baseball call. Like anyone who's played the game made that call. You know what I mean? And like postseason, it didn't seem like baseball players were making the calls. You know what I mean? That was really frustrating.
We also lost that Infuego fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to have that momentum going, and you know, between the week off and being cold and playing shit teams the last 2 months also didn't help. Our division is crap. Our teams aren't good in our division.
Right.
So we're not really playing. You know, the Padres, they will be good next year.
Yeah.
I hate to say it. They will be good next year.
Yeah.
We will still beat them because we're in their head.
True.
And they beat us in the postseason this year. I mean, good. But a week later, you were joining us at the beach. So
that's true.
It doesn't matter. All that shit they talked a week later. And their true World Series was actually beating us.
Yeah.
That's, if you see the way they partied when they beat us, that was their World Series.
Yeah, yeah. All I know is I lost my ass on that shit. So I was like, I don't know. I can't rock with no Padres. I mean, I'll go visit them.
Well, I'm not rocking with them.
Okay. Yeah.
We got to make sure we, verify before we clarify.
Right. But I'm a baseball guy. I'll go to a game with my hair on fire in the fucking back of an alley. I don't give a fuck. But it's hard to if I'm in San Diego to root for the home team. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck, I'm here. I just want to watch some baseball. I don't care who they're playing. But that's my kind of thing. But anyways, it's gonna get me pissed, but it's because you play it, I play it. Like when you lose, like it's just like, man, like I could have did this or that guy should have caught that. There was just so many variables.
It's funny you say that about when you lose, though. So they used to kind of make fun of me a little bit in college and high school and adult league. They would call me sometimes an I guy, which is not good. Okay. An I guy is the guy who can go 4 for 4 in a game, hit 2 bombs, your team loses, but you go home happy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's like I might have been that guy sometimes because it's like I'm in the shower at home and I'm thinking, man, I hit the ball fucking amazing today.
Yeah.
I had 4 hits and none of us did shit.
Yeah.
I mean, sucks we lost, but man, I had a great fucking game.
Wrong
attitude to have. That's why I didn't make it to the bigs probably, but
you know who that sounds like? It sounds like Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, and that would be nice to get him, but we're not getting him because he's not going nowhere. As far as the Angels are for sale, he's staying with them because he's a part of that whole. If you're going to sell the Angels, you need him. He's a part of the whole thing. So you're not selling the Angels without Ohtani. So he's not going anywhere.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Damn, that's a good point.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere.
I didn't think about that.
Yep.
Oh man,
if they weren't for sale, then it would be different, you know. But and Trout, he's there for life.
Yeah, he's there for life. Poor guy.
I like Trout.
I feel really bad for those guys, dude, because they deserve a ring. You know, like Trout's a great player, man. It's like probably one of the best players ever lived. When I see that guy play, it's like how, especially when you're watching him in baseball. When you're watching him live, it's just like
5 tools.
How the fuck did he do that?
5 tools, getting a little older, so he won't be running that center field like he was.
Right.
Okay, but he still was 5 tools. Still got, he can cover some field, but he's getting a little older now.
Yeah.
And that's how it goes. That's why with a lot of these players we have, they're a little older. So it's like signing some of these guys to a few-year deals might not even work. And shortstop's going to be interesting this next year. We don't.
Yeah, so it's Trey Turner, man. One cool thing I saw about this guy. First of all, I love that fool. Like, he's a great player.
Stud.
He's fast. He can hit. He can field. He knows that infield like the back of his hand.
His slide is drippy.
Oh, dude, he got the best slide in baseball, in my opinion.
Yeah, but we're not paying you a few $100 million to have a beautiful slide.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's got it all, man. He's got that frame that baseball frame that can last forever,
and he can hit home runs, and he's a stud. You know, he fills in that number 2 spot in the lineup pretty good. There's a lot of other good shortstops out there, but I mean, I'm rocking with Trey. There's Correa on the table,
right.
Who was an Astro, and
that's going to be a tough one to chew if that comes evident. But one cool thing about Trey Turner is I think it was over the weekend. I know he's shopping himself around. Did you see the thing on Twitter?
I don't have Twitter, believe it or not. I never did it. Good. And with Elon Musk taking over, I'm cool I don't. Shout out to that $8 a month check, though.
There you go. Times I don't know how many million. That's tight. Okay, good for him. But I saw
he's charging $8 for blue checks.
Yeah, right.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's good. Good on him. You got to get man. You got to.
Whoopi Goldberg turned it down.
You're right. She's out.
She kept him moving.
She's out. Yeah, she's like, I'm out of here. Okay, I get it. Whatever. Whoopi's gonna whoopee, bro. But during the weekend, I saw a tweet. It was from Trey Turner's management company or their agency, whatever it was. And it was really dope. It was a highlight of, it was a little reel. And who was narrating it was John Hamm, like he does all the Mercedes-Benz commercials. It was the same shit, dog. It was the funniest thing. I was like, dude, this is tight. Like anybody that's
he's a Dodger fan too. I've seen him at some games.
Oh yeah. He's a baseball fan. He's a hardcore baseball
Big
fan.
Time.
Yeah. He's a St. Louis guy, but he's a Dodger fan.
But you know what? Maybe he's not a Dodger fan. I think I saw him at the All-Star game. So maybe that's where I got it confused.
Yeah.
The All-Star game in LA this year was legit.
Yeah.
That was dope. We finally had it here. My all-time dream, by the way. Sorry to get off the subject.
No, it's all good.
Home run derby. I got some crazy footage on that.
Yeah.
You know, I got to meet Albert Pujols, many great future Hall of Famers.
Right.
And, you know, my whole childhood dream, give you a quick story for the home run derby, was to go to a home run derby. In 2012, when Anaheim was here, I mean, when we had the All-Star game in Anaheim.
I was at that one too.
I don't even know if they had a derby that year. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
They did. Okay, I only went to the All-Star game that year.
Yeah.
So this year was my first time ever going to a home run derby. I went to both. I went to the celebrity. I went to all the whole weekend. But so the coolest thing ever for that home run derby was my whole life I wanted to go. And finally, so the tickets went on sale. And I was nervous about, you know, where I'm going to be. Where am I going to get the best footage for home run derby? Do I want to be dugout club, you know, and be accessible to all the players and the celebs and get more content?
Right.
So I knew for the home run derby, once in a lifetime thing in LA, I'm going to do it. And basically what I did was I bought my ticket for $1,150 plus tax. It was like 14 something after fees, right? A couple weeks later come by, and that was second row behind home plate, but not dugout club.
Yeah.
A couple weeks go by towards the game. 2 days before the game, I see a dugout club pop up for the same price. I didn't want to miss out. I bought it also. These are solo tickets. So now I got $3,000 invested in this derby.
Just
and I got an extra ticket, right?
Just the derby.
So who am I going to invite? Am I going to charge the person I invite? Or am I going to take someone and just be a very good person?
Yeah.
So, of course, I did try to find a few people to sell it to go.
Right.
And I couldn't really do it. So I ended up taking my nephew for free and put him in that seat. And it was incredible. Now, I wasn't going to take my wife because here's how it would have looked. This is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Imagine me in the dugout club and my wife in the second row at the home run derby around all these bunch of dudes, whatever. She's just chilling. So, you here alone?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm here alone. Oh, no, my husband, he's right over there in the dugout. What?
Yeah.
He made you sit here? And then they start telling me what an asshole I would be.
Yeah, of course.
She stayed home and chilled.
That's cool. That's a good uncle right there. Right?
Yeah.
Good cool. For you. Good on you, man. That's
and my girl's kids, one of them loves baseball, but he was like the timing didn't work for him to go, so I took my nephew.
That's cool, man. So this year's we were actually there too, and Fuego was there. We had you probably saw us, man, but I don't think I was in talks with you at all at that time. But we were the four guys sitting right behind home plate in the green Adidas jerseys.
I think I saw them. Soccer.
Yeah.
Green and red.
That's it. That was us.
Dope.
So we went the Derby day, and then we also went the All-Star day. So we sat the same four seats.
Incredible.
Both days, and like, man, it was just like the most amazing experience ever.
It really is. And just to be that up close to, like I said, future most Hall of Famers, or, you know, these are all All-Stars. So you're around the elite.
Yeah. No, it was
it's in Los Angeles, and Los Angeles did well with the way they hosted it. Very well. I do have things if we have time to discuss, I'd like to get into like some Dodger renovations.
Let's talk about it. Dodger Stadium is what the third oldest ballpark in the league. So, but being said, it's like for being that old, like the way it is and the way it's set up, the accommodations and their amenities there, like it's a great place to watch a game. It's a beautiful spot, day or night. I think as it is right now, compared to when I grew up as a kid, man, it's just like this is the place I want to watch a game at. You know what I mean?
Well, I like to agree with you on a lot of things. I love my stadium.
Right.
I love Dodger Stadium as a classic, like you said, third oldest. However, the scene from the seats are fine. I'm okay with the stadium. I don't need the stadium touched, like the visual.
Right.
I need the inner stadium when you're walking through it. The outfield's dope now. I like how they have all that cool stuff in Blue Heaven out there, and all the the food that they have in the outfield. But the lines are insane too. That's pretty cool. But I wish they would do some more stuff on the inner sides, all through the baselines, all the regular food, the standard food. We have crap food. I'm not going to lie to you. Our Dodger dogs aren't what they used to be. We don't have that Farmer John contract no more.
Right.
So you got to get your Farmer John hot dogs at Costco now.
Right.
And they have Dodger dogs there too.
Yeah.
But they also have Farmer John ones. So besides that, the food there, the concession stands, all those things with the ketchup, mustard, constant issues I've posted into my TikToks.
That's true.
I even, if you see, I fucking snuck into Dodger Stadium a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, I did see that. I did see that.
And I didn't record it, you know, and I escorted myself out, but then I low key got escorted out, and I cut my live.
So they were being cool.
My live before I was like in the movie, I spotted the Heat 30 seconds flat before they were around the corner.
I got it.
Basically, I'm sitting in the field level chilling for 45 minutes. Wow. Mind you, I did buy a hat. Okay, upstairs, the place is open full time upstairs, always, even when there's no games.
Right.
So the top deck shop is open. All I did was do what I normally do. I parked in my normal space on field level, walked in the stadium. Before I walked in, I go, okay, guys, walking into Dodger Stadium.
Right.
Let's see what's going to happen. Now, I know you can enter on the top deck.
Yeah.
I entered the field level. The gates were open. Just walking through like a normal guy, like I do normally to a game. I walked over. I actually went all the way upstairs. I bought my hat. Okay, here's what I did. And then, so now I have the hat in a bag with a receipt. So now I'm kind of like covered.
Right.
Go back down outside the stadium, go all the way back down to my car, and walk through the stadium again. Okay, so I walk through the stadium, then I go sit down now for 45 minutes again, undetected, filming live. People are like, how are you in the stadium? How did you? And I'm just like, I'm just chilling. I'm just here all the time. This is my home away from home. You know, they probably just see me and like, oh, he's always just here.
Right.
I was in my normal area. So now what happened is, so I'm somehow the story might be a little mixed, but it's all telling you the truth, but it might be a little in and out of order.
Yeah.
So I ended up in an elevator with Michael Grove, and I pushed going down. So this is actually when I was upstairs. I walked back in, I guess, came down the elevator, pushed one, thinking it was field level, ended up being dugout club. So I'm in the elevator, third level comes in Michael Grove or whatever.
Right.
And we're in the elevator together, just me and him. You know, Michael Grove's a Dodger, for those of you who don't know. And I'm basically just sitting there, and I'm like, how you doing? And that's all I said, you know. And then I got off, and I recorded him a little bit. And then I turned around because I was like, you know what, I don't belong down here. I'm going to go back up to the seat and chill. Sat in my seat, chilled, and then basically was filming live. And then I seen security. So then I seen Alex Vezia starting to stretch in the stands. Dodgers have no game today. They're off, but there's still a couple guys in the stadium, I guess.
Right.
So Vezia's over there stretching, and here I am just recording. And then I see the security guard on the field on his mic. And I see him start to kind of like turn his shoulder, and then I'm like, okay, chilling. And then I can see he's another one come up the stairs to see him. Now I both see them kind of like eyeing me. So one goes down, and as I see him go down, I start to end my live, and I walk towards my car. And then as I'm walking towards my car, the guy's like, you can't be in here. And I'm like, I understand. I said I bought a hat. All I did was sit in my seat. Nobody said anything. I'm sorry. He goes, yeah, you can't do that. And then, you know, the blood was bad because I went the next day to the game, and they all saw me in my seat in the front, and they were looking at me. And then I called the security guard over. Okay, the first one didn't want to come. The other one who first mic'd him, basically, he's like, me? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, he didn't want to come over to me. So he came over to me, and I basically said, listen, I apologize for yesterday. I just want to let you know I just sat here. I didn't cause any. I apologize. I did not want to cause any problems. I'm here all the time. I'm Justin. Nice to meet you. I do. He says we saw. He goes, honestly, we rewound yesterday's all the camera footage. We saw everything you did. We can't believe it.
Really?
You did. Yes. He says we even saw your TikToks. And I was like, oh, great. But then I'm thinking, okay, cool. So if the Dodgers saw my TikToks, maybe they heard my song, Ambitions as a Dodger. Out now. Go listen to it.
There we go. That's dope, man. Yeah, because I saw you up there. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Because I know I've when you go up to the level to get to the store, like you're in the stadium. Like you can pop out.
They stop you though from going in that door. You can go in the stadium. You're in the stadium, but you're not. Like you're in the store,
right?
But you can't enter the stadium. They regulate it.
Yeah. But I have popped out there at the store once.
Then you got the juice I do, baby.
That's what's up. But yeah, man, that was dope. But yeah, man, you're right about Dodger Stadium. Like the regular concessions is like. I
would like our seats to be better color. I would like them more fresh. We have a faded the faded blue in the dugout club. I really like I hate to say this, but there's a lot of gorgeous stadiums out there. Beautiful stadiums.
Yeah.
Atlanta's got a nice stadium. Padres have a nice stadium.
Yeah, Padres is dope.
Houston's dope stadium.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Is it Chente?
I just don't like these teams, but they got nice fields.
Yeah.
Their food is bomb. We just need a little bit of makeover. I would love to be involved with this marketing and just stuff over at Dodgers, some better stuff. Maybe even put some of my merchandise in the stores.
There you go. Like this one right here.
Check out that Dodgers Tupac custom made by yours truly.
Yeah,
all handmade by me.
It's dope, man. You gave me this shirt that night I met you at Dodger Stadium, bro. We were there collecting interviews, and we interviewed you too. We're going to put it up for this podcast also. So
dope.
Even if it has to do with the season and stuff like that, but it's all good.
When I predicted we were going to win it all when you asked me.
Yeah, that's why I didn't post it. It's all good. No, I'm kidding. But we're gonna use it. We're gonna use it. But yeah, man, you gave me that shirt. Thank you for this, by the way. It's really dope.
What size is that? I got to get you some more.
XL.
Are you only wearing it today because I'm here, or have you worn it before?
This is my first time wearing it.
Okay. Yeah, so will you wear it again without me around?
Yeah, for sure.
Just making sure.
Yeah, I had to save it. Because
sometimes those people will wear it around the person and then just be like, all right, I did it for him. All right. Just making sure.
I had to wear it today because I wanted to rep, especially on camera and stuff like that.
It's a fire shirt.
No, it's dope.
I actually hand make those while I'm watching games at home when they're on the road.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So I'm watching a game and I sit there and hand make each one of those with the bling.
Yeah, so you have these on your site.
I have them on my site. I have many different ones. I'm going to have to remix a couple because the one of the 4 Dodgers together, the 2 Turners, the Freeman, and the Betts.
Yeah.
I don't know if that shirt's going to end up missing a player next year.
True. Yeah. So where can we find these?
Okay, you can find my shirts at heartandsoulca.com. HEARTANDSOLECA.com. Free shipping. You can get them with or without the bling.
Mm-hmm. This one's got the bling.
This one's got the bling, and I'm probably going to do a little holiday special for Black Friday.
There you go.
I got it. My website's dope. Go check it out.
Heartandsoul.ca.
TikTok, the Lifestyle Coach. I also got a HOOD VIN SCULLY fam page.
There we go. See, that's
and
dope.
Instagram, the Lifestyle Coach 76, which is more of just not Dodger stuff unless it's Dodger season. The Instagram is completely separate from my TikTok. It's very little bit of Dodger stuff actually. And more, because you know what I noticed, and this is something you said earlier in the beginning, like Facebook and Instagram is more of like your personal people but are also the first people to not like your pick. And then I got all these other friends of mine, all my new Dodger family, and everybody else will show a lot more love than your normal friends. I'll put out my song, I'll put out fire, and only the low-key look at it.
Yeah.
You know how it goes, bro. You'll have 10,000 views on your video.
Yeah.
And 200 likes.
Yeah.
That shit don't add up.
Yeah.
So it's just a lot of people like
eyeballs
hating, you know, on the sideline hating.
Can't even double tap. That's fucked up.
It's so easy to like a pick, you know what I mean? Plus they don't even show who likes it anymore. So go ahead and double tap on my shit if I post it. Comment, I don't care. Show some love, share it.
There we go. Hey, that's true, man, because everyone's on social media all day anyways. It's like, how hard is it with how little amount of effort it is it's actually more effort to scroll past
than to go
and say, oh, okay, I can support this, that's cool. But some people they're just bougie about their likes, you know what I mean? Like I'll go and like my whole feed, I like my entire feed. I don't care what
I want the same respect back, you know what I mean? And if I see people not really respecting me, I'll mute you. I'll still follow you, but I'll mute you.
I block everybody. I block 25 people a day. Easy.
Are most of them Dodger haters or just haters?
Just weirdos.
I also am kind of picky about content. Everything I try to post, it has to be high quality or nice photo clarity, because no one likes to look at a dusty ass pic.
That's true.
Or video. I know sometimes videos have to come in dusty depending on the source you get it from.
That's true too. Yeah. That's big time, because like if I'm watching something, it depends too, because if it's like meme-ish and it's funny, like it's still gonna bang. You know what I mean? But like if you're doing like the stuff that you do, content that you do, like it's got to be clean. It's got to be crisp. Otherwise, the audio's got to sound good.
And especially
nowadays.
And speaking of clean, I have lots of followers who are actually little leaguers. Okay, believe it or not. Okay, so my following fan base is literally ages 7 or whatever, all the way up to 70. Who knows? Like my father's 75. He follows me, and a few of his friends do. So when I say that, the age group is very. So I'm really like. Kind of like I swear a little bit. Sorry, kids, to your parents. You know, we all know that we've had to cuss here and there in the dugout. You strike out, you're bound to say shit or something, you know, whatever. But in the moment of a Dodger game, if they're following me and they hear me cuss, I apologize. But overall, I keep it pretty
I think
PG.
That's funny, because you were actually on live and you did say something and you apologized right away, which is funny. Dude.
Yeah, you know, because these kids like. I kind of somewhat want to be a good, decent role model to them. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, and I can see it, man. That's what I'm saying. Like your content is so wholesome. Like it's for anybody who has
thank you
any love for Dodgers or baseball. You can be a Japanese baseball fan that lives in Japan and still watch your thing and still get the message across, and it's all gravy.
I love it. Actually, I have a video I didn't put up. I have 2 kids who came up to me during my live at a Dodger game, and they said, "You're on live right now, huh?" They said, "Our dad's watching right now from like Costa Rica or something." And I was like, "Well, jump on, say hi to him."
Yeah.
And they were like, "Hi, Dad." And it felt good. You know, I like that kind of stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's this guy on Instagram. I think you probably follow him. It's what is it? Dodgers fans 88 or something like that.
There's so many Dodger pages. It's hard, but I've for sure seen him in my.
You've seen him for sure. He's the one that live streams all the games. So
the
it's
full
like
game.
The full game. Like he just
from home.
He just sits his phone up and just points it at the TV.
Does he mic up?
No, it's not mic'd up, but you can hear it. It's not a bad stream.
So, but what is he doing? He's just filming the game.
He's just filming.
He's not
the game.
talking during it.
So like no. He just lets it run. So which is cool because sometimes like there's places that I can't get the stream, or like I don't have the link, or I don't have my login, or this and that, or I can't get in.
Is that as legal as me streaming from a game live?
Listen, man.
Okay, good. Stop there.
Listen.
There we go. That's all you need to say.
Legalities. Listen.
Clearly.
I see. There's more illegal shit going on.
If they're coming after you, you made it.
Yeah.
That's how you look at it,
bro.
That's how I used to say, like when somebody knocks your brand off.
Yeah,
you made it.
Yeah. Because
if they're ripping your brand was popping.
Yeah. That's true. Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, but So I like to follow that guy, and I give him a shout out. I think let me find him real quick because. Is a good page to follow, especially like if you like baseball, like Dodgers, especially because he's got some memes on there. But his big thing is, Dodger _fan_ page 88. So
he's obviously a diehard from the '88 World Series.
Yeah.
It sounds like that's where the '88 might be from.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Dodger Danny. Oh, dude, I know this guy. Okay, I didn't know. Now it clicked. I actually follow him on TikTok too. So, okay, I get it.
Yeah, and the algorithm works crazy because you can see in my feed right now is nothing but like Dodgers, Astros, Padres, because it's my hashtags throughout the last 2 months.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing all kinds of shit, Mattress Mac, and all kinds of other like, I'm seeing the Astros celebrations just driving me nuts.
I know.
And I keep hitting not interested, not interested, not interested.
They're like, yes, you are interested, you freak. So let me tell you one more thing about this guy. This guy is on TikTok. So it's just what's his name? Danny. Anyways. Yeah, he's on TikTok and Instagram, but his Instagram, like he's doing everybody a service.
Does he do more TikTok or more Insta?
He does a TikTok every day, and it's all Dodgers. Everything is Dodgers.
Okay. Will he just post like a photo and talk about it?
No, he
talks.
It's actually him talking. It's
you see him.
Any update that comes through the pipeline, like he's talking about it. He doesn't spend a lot of time. It's a TikTok. It's like on there for 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and he's out. And then he might do 2 more that same day. But he's like that all the time, and it's really cool. And his Instagram is just like that too.
I'll check it out for sure. I love to see fellow Dodger supporters. I just started, checking out these guys' podcast too recently. I don't even know them, but Dodgers Nation podcast is pretty dope.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I just checked it out lately. These guys are pretty good. Like this guy McLean, and his other partner.
I like to check that out. I like them.
They're pretty dope.
Okay, yeah.
A lot of insight, Dodger insight. Like they have updated insight. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I like all that shit. As much as I can stay abreast to the latest Dodger information or even sports information, like it's tough, man. Like there's so many transactions these days. Like, it's a whirlwind, to be honest with you, and you can get lost. I don't really have that much time to devote to sports news. I wish I did because I love talking about sports, especially baseball. And
I'm also not the first. Like a lot of times, I'm not the first to have the Dodgers news either. Like I get all the news from people I follow sometimes, like what just happened.
Yeah.
Some of these guys are on it all day long.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't have time.
Yeah.
If I had that kind of time, I wouldn't be able to get tickets for every game that I want to go to.
That's true. So what made you want to continue your TikTok, or your social media presence? Because
my Instagram was popping a little bit before. I had 20K at one point, and then it dropped a little bit because I didn't post too much and whatever. And then an account got hacked. Then I started a new one, and I had 8,000 followers. And then that one, I got it back, paid $500 to some guy in Africa, and I literally.
So he hacked your hacked account.
He hacked the hacker though.
Yeah, that's
which is crazy because it makes me think he could just take my account right back if he wants to. Probably if he was able to get it back for me like that, or it's his boy who hacked me and they have a game going on.
Damn, I bet he was one of those Nigerian scammers.
It's a cold hustle, but it was cool. It was $500. I got it back. Nothing's been wrong since. But when I got it back, I decided to just retire it because he put too much bad on it. Like he kept doing crypto posts and trying to get people and scamming.
Yeah.
And it was all under my. So I got the account back, so he couldn't do that anymore. And now it's just an account that I just have 8,000 followers on it. I can do whatever I want with it. I can change the name anytime.
Got it.
I can turn it into something else, and I instantly already have active 8,000. I can sell it to somebody if I want it for a few $100s. Who knows?
I'll buy it for $50.
Hey, it cost me that much to get here.
Yeah, right. So what made you want to continue your TikTok? Like, how did it start and like blooming? How did you know that you're
like I said? So I did some TikToks originally that didn't really pop.
How long did that last?
Actually, my first TikTok, one of them first TikToks I did pop, but I kept trying to do things in that era and it wasn't working again. So I had a Supreme gun. And it got 3.2 million views. And I was just sitting there with the Supreme gun. And then when I saw a mosquito in my house, which was a crane fly, but growing up, my mom always told me that thing was a mosquito. And those things eat mosquitoes, what it happened to be. Here I am, and people in the comments, 10,000 comments later, bro, you killed something that kills mosquitoes. And people in the South knew that shit way more than me because they sleep with that shit way more than we do. So I kill it with a bunch of money that comes out of the Supreme gun, and then you see it hit the floor, and that shit went viral. And then another couple viral videos that I had was the Tiffany Haddish incident. Tiffany Haddish, who's, shout out Tiffany Haddish, but she's going through some hot water stuff now too. But Tiffany Haddish went crazy to Dodger game on a fan who was heckling her.
Really? I never heard this.
No, you probably just skipped my video, bro. Went on to the next, for your other Dodger homie.
It's funny because I'll tell you a funny story real quick. It's like when we had Petro Clips on here. And then I was like, you know what, man? I had to confess something. I was like, you know what? I used to follow you back in the day, and I unfollowed you, bro. And he was actually on the podcast, and I was like, you know what? I'm sorry, dog. Anyways,
it happens. It happens. I unfollow people a lot. I've been through that game, but I don't do it no more.
Yeah,
kind of got a little more mature on that level.
Yeah.
Not worried about it.
It had to be something, so I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, going back to the Tiffany Haddish.
So TikTok, Tiffany Haddish video blew up, and that was at a Dodger game.
Okay.
And then I had a couple follow-up videos that blew up as well at a Dodger game. So I said, okay. Basically, they're filling in my niche for me. They're kind of basically telling me the direction that's doing well for me. Overall, that's the most videos that do well for me. So I started, and then when I started going to games, I just said, fuck it, I'll just start. As soon as I hit 1,000 followers on TikTok, I started miking up because you can go live once you hit 1,000. Yeah. And I started going live, and throughout every game live, I'd pick up a few hundred followers a game.
Really?
Easily, yeah. Because when you're live, you definitely need to be live at every game. You'll rack them up all day long because people are like, they're enjoying the entertainment. They're getting everything. Like, I film you, zoom in. I zoom in on the ball. I zoom in on the ball girl. I zoom in on the hot dog. I zoom in on the guy in front of me playing a video game in the front row and taking up a great seat I could have bought earlier. So, like, moms could have hired him a babysitter. Like, that shit. I don't know what's... So, is viral 1 million views? Because a lot of my stuff hits 100,000, couple 100,000, 500,000. But then
I think the viral
word is 1 million. I think.
I don't know. That's a relative term.
I'm happy with once it hits 10K. I like that little K on there.
Yeah.
If it's a little under 10K, depending on the comments and area, if it's still popping, cool. Yeah. Some videos should do better than others. It bothers me. You know what I mean? Like I said, there's still haters out there, and TikTok is actually more probably under 30-year-old based. You probably have majority of them under 30. So there's a lot of little kids out there who are just not interested or don't care, which is fine. I don't need to target to kids anyway.
Right.
I'm targeting Dodgers and baseball, and of course, ideally, I would love to do fashion and stuff. So I brought in both. And now overall, people are starting to see my personality and my character, and it's just like it works.
Yeah, man.
I'm easy to like grow to. And I bring you in, and I'm fun. I'm charismatic.
Listen, you're a great guy, man. You've got a great personality. You're very kind.
Appreciate you.
You're a sweetheart. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, like it's tough to find real ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I keep it real, man. Like,
only way to be.
I keep it real. I'm not the most outgoing person. I'm actually very reserved.
You're outgoing though. If you're doing this, you're pretty good.
This is my only outlet, bro. Because
this is dope because some people like this, like it's like this, and I used to say
I don't talk to anybody anywhere else besides if I'm doing camera work, and that's it.
It's a numbers game. I said it before. I shouted my song out and DM'd every single Dodger. It only takes one.
True.
Hans or Alberto.
Oh yeah.
He took my song. I sent him the song part of him in it. He put it in his story. Now I'm thinking if he put it in his story, guaranteed one other Dodger had to see it. Also,
right.
Is my guess, or hope. So either way, it was dope. The song came out a little too late in the season. I put it out too late. It was a last minute decision to do anyway. And then I was ready to do a Padre diss, and our season ended too quick.
What's next on the what's the follow up for that? For your music, for ambition as a Dodger.
Follow up for music is, let's make this clear. I'm not a rapper.
Okay.
I'm not a rapper.
Okay. Got it.
I put out a rap song because it's a Dodger song that worked out in the moment. And I said, I'm building a Dodger buzz. I got a cool little 30,000 people that are fucking with me. Let's put out a song. And I didn't put out any. At first, I put it out, and I had a couple cuss words in it. I had to edit it, take them out, so that way they can possibly play it in Dodger Stadium.
Got it.
Had the song been released maybe 3 months prior, maybe it got into another Dodger and ended up a walk-up song. But as far as now, it's just going to probably just sit on all that on the platforms. Download it, please. Ambitions as a Dodger, the Hood Vin Scully, the lifestyle coach.
Where can you find it?
All platforms. So
Spotify,
Apple Music. I'm on there. There's no way around it. You can find me if you want to.
That's dope.
Yeah. So the song follow-up, maybe I'll do one next year.
You should do it now.
Start planning it now.
Yeah, do it now.
But the problem is this: if I do it now, it can really
just put it together.
The bottom line is I can start piecing it, but I don't know who's the full team yet. And if I'm going to use all the players' names again, I kind of want to know if I'm welcoming, a Swanson, or if I'm welcoming a Correa. I want to know if I'm going to be throwing them in my song. I don't want to throw in a Trey Turner or Justin Turner if they're gone. And then I could just talk about Dodgers and not even the Dodgers. I could talk about everything else about the Dodgers and not the Dodgers, right? Like the stadium, the food, and doesn't have to necessarily. I could touch on management, everything like that.
Yeah.
But
that's cool, dude. Yeah, that's cool. I really like that shit. I really like that shit.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. But it was a lot of fun doing it.
Okay, I'm definitely. I was wondering. I was like, okay, let me ask him what the follow up's going to be, because it's got to be something.
The follow up would have been sick. I should have did a video. It would have been more cool. Yeah. I did little shots around the stadium, little clips of myself. Yeah. I didn't end up getting to put all of them up because the season ended too fast. A little upset.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it happens.
I'll be back in spring training next year. And what I'm going to do next year, I realize now that I've, got this Dodger following, I'm going to bring it into spring training next year, which I didn't do last year. And what'll be cool about that is that.
What are you going to do different? What's your plan?
Well, I'll be able to, I believe in Arizona, it's easier to be, the players are more accessible.
Yeah.
Okay. And you go to a Dodger game, you can't access players.
Right.
It's that simple.
Right.
You just can't.
Right.
And unless you, like I did Hans
Unless you're in Fuego.
Unless you're in Fuego. You got to have that fire microphone. So
we get in the dugouts, dog. We get in the clubhouse.
You do. And
we're smelling the stinky rags.
Unfortunately, I got to pay to be in the clubhouse, but
okay.
That's okay. Can't beat them, join them. You know what I mean?
I don't even know how I ended up here, to be honest with you, Chente. Anyways, it's all working out. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Yeah.
It usually does, except in the postseason this year.
So what's your plan at spring training? So how are you going to bring your social media into this?
Well, I'll bring guys close. I'll bring guys before, during, after games. Maybe we'll be able to get some players to talk on my phone, on my lives, because now my other account, the Hood Vin Scully fam page, is almost up to 1,000 also. Once that hits 1,000 followers, I can bring you live from 2 phones in the game. So here I am filming the batter, and here I am filming a guy running on the field. So you're going to be able to get cool. And I don't mind doing that shit. The people around me get annoyed.
Right.
People always say, I would hate to sit next to you at a Dodger game, bro. You know what I mean?
That's true.
You got to understand. But that's why I have the wireless, because I can sit here like this and talk quietly into my mic and no one hears me.
Right.
But the annoying thing is this. So I hold my phone sideways while I'm live.
Right.
So now all the questions and comments are coming up on my phone. So here I am like this. And now I'm sitting there like this at a Dodger game. So now I'm like, so people see me breaking my neck, and if you're behind me, you're like, what is this guy doing right here? You know, it's just kind of one of those things. I look at it sometimes as myself from the other side, like this guy must be a fucking idiot.
It's annoying.
Until you find out, and then people will come up to me during the game and they'll ask security, who is that guy, this and that, you know, because I have this loud presence. That's all. I have this. I'm 6'4", 240. I was 240. I'm probably 250 now. Oh, okay. That relationship food. Oh, okay. You know how it goes. But basically, yeah, dude. It's just I'm a big presence, and I always have been. I grew up with a lot of celebrities. Grew up next door to the Jacksons. I just posted it on my page, my fan page, which, by the way, you didn't follow back. I'm on you on
the
that.
fan page?
Yeah, I followed both your accounts.
Really?
Yeah, but maybe you're not on it yet to see it. It's TikTok, so you're not on it as much. Yeah.
See, if you see my TikTok, it's like, okay, this motherfucker got like 9 videos. It's not like your
Instagram. It's fine because you don't put the time in.
Right.
You put that Instagram time in your TikTok, it'll catch up.
Right.
And then you got to shout on your Instagram to those people to jump over to your TikTok. And then also on TikTok, you don't have to put up more than 7 to 10-second videos. That's what really, you got to have a cool, quick, that brings people in, and your little writing up top has to really like, okay. I'm interested.
Watch this.
I'm interested. That's what really it is. It's what you write above the video. Video has to be clear, pretty much, for it. Some dusty videos make it, but that's because the page is already popping with dusty, funny videos from other countries where a guy will throw a whole net into the water and have 3,000 fish in it by 10 seconds because he put like some kind of crazy chicken, rotisserie chicken on a stick. You know what I mean?
I get it. Okay, yeah, these are good tips. So anybody out there wanting to know how to grow their TikTok, there you go.
But you see all those people on TikTok all day long telling you how to grow it. They're all through your feed. They tell you.
I listen, but
once in a while I pick from a little bit of each one and see which one works.
Yeah. That's good, man, because, you know, it's important, especially now, like if you have something to say, if you want to tell your story, any story, I mean, you kind of have to know what the fuck to do. Like, there is a science to it. Like, there is a method to the madness. And even these guys, like, everybody's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like, on social media, it's like, dude, just trust me. Like, it's kind of hard to explain. Like, you can go all day without posting anything, especially like on Instagram or something like that. And you can make the page pop. Like, you can post one thing a day on Instagram. It's crazy.
And,
you know what I mean?
And I also noticed for Instagram, what's really good these days is the reels, because are you posting your videos as reels?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, they're all turned into. There's no more regular video posts on there. It's
they're automatic reels.
They switch it to reels already. Yeah.
Okay, because what's cool about the reels is if you hashtag, they bring in people. Like I have only I only have 700 something followers on my new Instagram because it's a brand new one. But what I notice is that like the reels will have 7,000 views. Somehow I have 7,000 views and only 700 followers. So
right.
It's getting spread, and then I get all these likes from people I don't know.
The reels thing is like.
So hashtag your reels.
I do it on Infuego. We hashtag the shit out of it. On mine, I just don't do it. Like, it's just my Instagram is just like my playground. Like, just leave me alone. I'm doing what I want and let it ride.
Yeah, you're definitely an Instagrammer. You put up 3 or 4 a day, maybe.
So
that's cool.
On a good day, if I'm feeling frisky.
But it's easy to do because you're not really putting up yourself.
Yeah.
Which is, you'll put up very rare of that.
That's the thing here. That's where I'm kind of caught in between, because like I have a lot of stuff that I want to share on my main page, but I don't want to share everything on my main page. But I want it to merge.
You should put yourself more out there too.
Yeah, everybody's telling me that, dude.
Listen to the coach.
Yeah, the lifestyle coach.
I'm telling you, lifestyle. That's why. I mean, I'm telling you, there's more to it. Like, I got the lifestyle coach. Now, this has nothing to do with Dodgers now. So the lifestyle coach.
But this is
before the Dodgers. Okay, the lifestyle coach is who I am. Basically, there's different types of lifestyle coaches. The lifestyle coach I was basically I would help people in life kind of making better decisions on certain things they do, like some of my friends. And I'm not saying I always made the best decision, but when it comes to like getting out there in the real world, walking out your front door and knowing what you're doing and where you're going, we all can. There's a lot of people who are book smart, but when they walk out their front door, they're clueless. So I always stress street smarts is just as important, if not more important, than book smarts. As you see these days in the way the world is, social media and everything, and like the way it is with like music too, like it's not like back in the day where you had to hand out your mixtape and this and that and hope and stuff like that. But now it's like you can post something and be known in one day and blow up from one little soundbite. Like for instance, the guy who did the song Billie Eilish, Okay,
Right,
it's you know, whatever it is. It got 100 million streams, but he took an old song from Nori. So now, what'll happen is he'll get the because he took the song without permission. The song blew up though. So now he has a buzz. People will still fuck with him. Labels might see, okay, this guy's popping, and they'll clear that debt that he has to owe now for what he did with the streams. So say he has to pay back 50% of what he did. Who cares? Now he's in the door.
Got it.
So I said, I'm riding that with ambitions as a Dodger. If Tupac's people come after me, hey, great. You know, maybe they'll jump on the buzz.
Okay.
You know, it would also been dope. I'm friends with like certain people. I could have actually I'm personally friends with the Game. He's a good friend of mine. I didn't even get to the Game, but Game's West Coast. I could have hit the Game up and been like, jump on this with me. I'm not saying he would have. Right. But I have a relationship with Game where I could have approached him like that.
Got it. That makes sense.
And that would be dope because a West Coaster on that song. You know?
Yeah. See, put him in that follow-up, dog. I'm telling you.
Yeah. I'll let him hear the first one too, you know. Because honestly, I'm not tooting my own horn. I kind of went hard on that ambitions as a Dodger. I touched each Dodger, give or take one or two. I didn't hit because they weren't in the mix at the time. I wasn't thinking about them. There's 2 Dodgers I didn't mention in there, and hopefully no one caught it. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I'm sure the savvy ones.
Yeah, hopefully the 2 that weren't on it didn't see it.
They're like, fuck this guy. But yeah, man. Yeah, lifestyle coach, man. I get it. The TikTok, the Instagram. I have to integrate myself more. Because I want to share these things, like all the things that Informer's
doing. And the best thing about you is you have the cameras and you have like the access.
Yeah.
So you definitely should be doing it more. You're there. You're in the mix. People want to see it. You know? So you don't have to just show them. You could show you and all your little things you do with it and brand yourself.
Yeah. I just need I need a plan for that. You know what I mean? Like I need some help with that.
Yeah. And I didn't actually finish my thing real quick because I'm really quick and good at jumping subjects. You know, it's part of my ADD, ADHD.
You know what that's called? That's called TikTok brain.
Exactly. Short-term memory. Basically, lifestyle coach came from, so I used to help a lot of my friends out with like, they'd go out of town. So I would take them before they go, their own money. And I wouldn't charge them. I would just help them out with like, basically they would take me, I would say, you got to take me to sushi. All right. Okay. So I would take a friend, he would go, he's like, Justin, help me out. I'm going out of town. I need some outfits. I'm going to be with this girl. And so I help him out with conversation, how to make it work for the weekend, how to make so, you know, he'll be confident. And then I'll put his outfits together for him too, so he can look kind of cool. And then that was kind of how the lifestyle coach came. And I did that with a few of my friends. And I also am kind of like one of those, sadly, I'm a true hustler. So basically I still have friends now till today. People say, why don't you just give them your shit? I still sell shit out of my closet for money because I don't wear it a lot. I wear it a couple times and flip it. You know what I mean? And you'll get it for a good deal. But like, that's one of my businesses too. I sell online. Yeah. HEARTANDSOLECA.com, Heart and Soul, CA.com. I sell some of my merch there and some accessories as well. But like overall, like I have a Poshmark, I have an Etsy, I have multiple hustles. So that way the lifestyle coach is eating 24/7. So when I'm sleeping, I'll wake up to an order in my email or my inbox. So that way it's money when you sleep. So what I say is it's important to still get your school, get your high school education. College isn't for everybody, but still if you want to go, there's trade schools for things that you like to do, a special trade, find something you like and stick with that. Don't beat yourself up trying to get into college. My girl's kid's 13. He sat in the car with me the other day. He goes, I kind of don't know what I want to do when I'm older, you know? And I go, well, you're 13. You don't have to know yet. When I was 13, we all got told we want to be a doctor, a lawyer, a pro baseball player, you know, somebody. And just, we all know that those outdated information. Yeah. That was cool then. It's a different era now. And, you know, he's a good student, but he's not like a diehard school kid. So I know that no matter what, he's just going to find his niche in time. And luckily, like I said, if he doesn't go to college, he'll find something to do. And with our guidance, he'll do fine. Man, I'm a stepdad, by the way, a great one.
There you go. I can see that. I can imagine. I can only imagine, you know,
I even told my lady if things didn't work out with us somewhere down the road, I'm still keeping your kid. That's how good I am.
What a good guy.
Because we bond, you know.
Not me. I'd be like, I'm fucking out of here.
I hear you.
It's your problem, ain't mine.
It's easier without kids.
I know.
Without them having a kid.
Yeah, I don't have
be
kids.
Like, I'm out.
I don't have kids.
Figure it out on your own.
I got a puppy.
I have plenty. Dogs are my life. Love dogs.
There you go. What kind you got?
I have 4 dogs. I had 5. I had a French bulldog, passed away, had heart failure, but I had it for 2 years after its heart failure still. Oh, wow. It lived to 14. incredible. We had heart failure from 12 to 14. It's almost unheard of.
Wow.
And now one of my Yorkies has kidney failure. She's 14.
Wow.
Still, doctor told me 6 months ago to put her down that weekend. Love is the win. Love is the secret. If you give your dogs love, my lady also injects it every day with an IV of saline to give it its like dehydration.
It's like a dialysis for
I couldn't
puppies.
do it. Needles have never been good for me to stick a needle in my dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's rough. If I had to do that, I'd fucking lose my mind. I can barely hold him when I'm clipping his nails.
Hey, listen.
I'm like, I can't do this. I'm gonna hurt you. I know it.
There's a guy I played high school with who was already sticking needles in himself to get to the next level for baseball. It didn't work out, but he was on the juice for sure.
That's one of the things I think about, and I was like, "Fuck, man! If I would have done that back in the day."
Yes,
because I was so innocent. So
it's just getting to the getting on the sauce and then making it and then figuring it out from there.
Here's the thing: so like right when I got like into college and it was like, fuck, I got there. I was like, damn. I was like, you know what, man? These guys are fucking big as fuck. And then here I am, and I went to school early. Like, I got into college at 17. And so here I was messing with these guys who were like 20 years old, 19, and like they were jacked. You know what I mean? And I couldn't figure it out. And I was like, what the fuck? And me, I was just, playing with just raw dogging life. You know what I mean? Just like.
It's a way to do it back then.
Yeah. But I was just doing my thing, and I was like, damn, there has to be an edge because there's no way that I can go head up with these guys like for 20 years. There's no in my mind. I was getting like kind of.
There's guys who do it permanently, and, and now at least they're more on top of it.
Yeah, but I'm saying that like, if I would have known that was what was going on, I was innocent to all that shit, dude. Because of course everyone back then was good at hiding shit, and
we were kids, bro.
If I would have had that edge, and I said, damn, what if I really had that edge? I could have. I mean, because I already had skills, dude. I just was a little smaller. I was a lot younger, way lighter than they were. And I just, if I would have had that edge, I just, it's one of those things I think about, and not that I regret anything, but I was like, fuck, but what if I did have that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because at that time, I was fast, I had good hands, I had a good bat, like I was hitting doubles. Where
were you in the lineup? 6th or 2nd?
That was either at the top or the very bottom.
Okay, so you were in the middle or the front. Okay.
Yeah. So, but
that means you had some speed, but you were fair.
Yeah.
You were pretty good.
I was pretty good. Yeah.
But you had speed.
Yeah, and I had my glove was incredible.
Okay, so yes.
So they needed my hands in that thing. So, and I had a good arm. So, I just was at that time when I got into college facing that pitching, it was a lot different than high school. I was hitting doubles instead of
college is way different, night and day.
Instead of hitting home runs, but I just matured a little later. Of course,
we all matured later. It's one of those things where we wish we had that knowledge now.
Yeah. But I'm saying body wise, like even now, like I'm barely going to be a man. You know what I'm saying? Like I barely feel like I was like, oh, okay, now I'm growing. Now I feel like I got a little whisker in my ear and shit. Be like, okay, now I'm a man. You know what I mean?
Man, I got to clean those daily. I'm one of the hairier ones out there.
I feel you.
I have a man groomer, so at home before I go on vacations, I have a thing that shaves my back for me.
Yeah.
It like literally shaves my back.
Yeah. I've seen the infomercials.
Yeah, it's amazing. I'll be honest, the man groomer.
There you go.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah. See, I don't.
Have you seen the other one, the testicles one? They have one now that you put your testicles in like a little jacuzzi. It's called testicuzzi.
I've seen that.
Your balls just sit in a jacuzzi thing of water. I kind of think that's kind of fun.
I don't know.
Just let them rumbling in a little bit of water. It's kind of cool.
It's like a massage or something.
Just something vibrating your balls.
I see that. I don't know what the fuck it was.
I don't know. Hey, if you guys see this, send me something. I'll test it out and I'll post it.
There you go.
Testicuzzi.
He'll stream it live on his TikTok.
Yeah, that I don't know. I've already got a few warnings, so I can't really get any more. And sadly, those warnings were just. One was driving while TikToking. I was going I was stupid. I was going 100 some miles an hour, but while live, and somebody put suspend, which is good. They saved my life and whoever else was on the road. I guess shouldn't be TikToking and driving.
Okay, that makes sense. That's fair.
It's almost like TikTok probably did it. Even
that's fair.
There's a fine line on there too. You can't post certain things.
That's fair. See, and I always worry about that too. Like, it's like, what can't I post? What can I do? Because I see people drinking on TikTok. I see people smoking on TikTok.
I don't see that. I only see the drinking a little bit. I do not see any smoking on TikTok.
I don't see the actual
they'll take it
hand
down
to mouth. I see like they drop out of frame and I see smoke come in and they back in frame. See that thing? I see a lot of nipples on Instagram.
Instagram's a lot less sensitive.
But I'm sorry, on TikTok.
On TikTok.
And Instagram. But I've seen like, sheer and just like big ass boobs, like, fucking sandal areolas just popping out everywhere. I was like, what's going on here? Like,
we're not talking about my lady, right?
Okay, good. No, I haven't seen her areolas.
Okay, good. She's got some pretty big sand dollars.
There you go. But this is shit I come across. And it's like, okay, I see this fool still has his account, and then I see other guys. It's just like, where did this fool go? Like,
they might have had warnings.
Yeah, but I don't understand it. It's just so arbitrary. You know what I mean? It's just like, ugh, I don't get it, dude. But I mean, I've had my share of that on Instagram too. But it's like kind of, I don't know. People can still get mad, but it's like they don't report shit anymore.
It's just, there's touchy and there's sensitive people on there.
Maybe because I'm nice to everybody on my Instagram. I'm like, you know, if someone DMs me, be like, hey man, that's my video, I'll be like, yeah, fuck those guys. And I'm block them. I go, hey, what's up? Like, sometimes people send me shit and I'll just post it. Like, I don't know who, like, people.
Do you tag them?
Of course I do. But people are expecting you to, right off the bat, to know who they are and like where the video came from and the origin, and you know, they filmed it on a fucking Android. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't know. Like, you know, if just talk to me, be civil. If you want it up, I'll leave it up. I'll tag you, do the whole thing. If you don't want it up, I'll take it down, delete. No hard feelings. It's all good.
That's dope.
It's all good. So I kind of kept that. That's kind of my thing, because it used to happen to me all the time. I used to get my shit. I used to make OG shit every day, 5 times a week, 7 days, fucking 8 memes a day, and like videos, and I was getting jacked left and right when, you know, I started. I was like, yo, this is fucking bullshit, man.
Watermark them.
I used to, but now it's just like, what the fuck? Like,
fools can phase out that watermark.
Dude, it's happened tons of times, like hundreds of times.
Like, just give the credit where it's due, you know?
Yeah, so that's the thing about.
I mean, I was guilty in the beginning era.
Yeah.
I would steal videos and put them up and try to take credit.
Yeah.
Way back though.
Yeah.
2000, when Popular Page was out.
Yeah.
I used to make the Popular Page. It was kind of cool back in the early Instagram days, you know?
Yeah. But it's kind of changed. So it's like, I don't really give a fuck. I'll give credit to whoever deserves it. Make my own shit. If I don't make it, I don't make it. Like, sometimes, like at this point in my life, like I just rather curate shit and just, you know, just do that thing, because
absolutely,
I don't have the time to do, you know, like I was literally, when I started, I was like at a desk job, you know, with my Photoshop, and like, you know, as long as all my shit was done, I was just fucking making memes and on Photoshop. I was doing all kinds of shit.
Are you really good with Photoshop?
Well, that's what. Yeah, I mean, that's
because then I can help you. You can help me with some of my shit.
I got you, bro. Like, I was the creative director for a lot of years at a place, so. But yeah,
I like that title a lot. I always have creative director.
I know it's such bullshit,
but it's a nice title.
It's nice, but you know, I was just sitting at my desk and I was just like this, and all the guys were right there, and the art department was just like, yo, you guys can do whatever the fuck you want. Yeah. Just make sure the work's done, then you guys can fuck around for 5 hours. I don't give a fuck. Everybody's gonna think we're the best shit. So just knock it out all in the day. When you're waking up, have your coffee and just fucking kick it. And do your shit, and then we can fucking fuck off the rest of the day.
That's funny, because real quick, when I was a kid, I worked at Abercrombie and Fitch, okay, real part-time, like for a little bit. And the only reason I did it is my boy was the manager. So what happened is, and I had like some hustles back then, so I was still making money outside of Abercrombie, of course. And this is in my teen years, but I would literally buy him lunch every day to get hours. So I wouldn't even be there, but I would be on the clock if I bought him like CPK.
That's a dope
So it might cost me $30, but I didn't want to be there all day long. Fucking Abercrombie folding shirts, you know. I didn't even know how to fold shirts. I was horrible.
That's dope.
But, you know, we had a cool little thing going. It was pretty tight. You know, I actually was losing money on the job.
I get it.
But I was still getting paychecks. It was pretty cool.
You were getting experience.
I was.
A resume experience. Yeah. That's funny, dog.
And I wasn't your typical Abercrombie pretty boy. I never had the six-pack.
Yeah.
You know, or I never had like the body odor.
Yeah.
You know, like their models do.
Yeah.
But they have one type of model they use, and it's just like a really skinny.
Yeah,
you know.
I don't know. 2022. Let's check it out in a couple years. It's probably going to change, but it's all, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Hey, check it out.
Wardrobe change?
Yeah. Hey, what's next on the agenda for you, man?
What's next now is basically enjoy the off season, create other content I can come up with in time, stick to my normal daily life. You know, it won't be necessarily pure TikTok, so I'm just going to get back to my grind and just focus on the off season, see what's going on with Dodgers off season talk, mix in some, you know, posts on that, and just kind of figure it out. I'm not gonna, you know, like I said earlier, I'm not gonna go follow around the Dodgers in the off season. I can't sit there and gauge where they're going each day. I would love to pull up on Mookie at a bowling alley, but what am I gonna do? This is his personal time. I don't want to bother these people. I want to have a respectful relationship with them. So that way I'm not a groupie. I don't care. I grew up, like I said, Michael Jackson. I used to go to his house all the time. Shout out Michael Jackson, rest in peace. He was never bad, never assaulted me, and I stand by Mike. Regardless, that's it. That's the rest of this year. I'm pretty much going to just wait it out and see, and just take it daily. You know, like all my TikToks are usually freestyle anyway, so every day is different as far as TikTok. As far as me personally, I'm just going to stick to my daily hustles and get it in, so that way I can still continue to bring you guys into all these Dodger games. Yeah. And bring out more Dodger merch.
Yeah, that's dope, man. The merch is tight, bro.
Unlicensed.
Oh, okay. Hey, that's even better. Like I said,
jump on, Dodgers. Let's work together, not against each other. As you see, I'm family.
There you go. You hear that, Dodgers?
I have no problem doing any marketing for you guys. Branding, whatever you need.
There you go. I like that. Hey, man, that's the way to be.
I think we just need some changes. I feel like we should also have, besides our traditional Dodger uniforms, all these other teams had some pretty cool uniforms this year. Those other little mix-in uniforms they would have. I think we can mix in a better-looking, more fun uniform.
A better City Connect.
We're LA. Jersey. We should have a lot more things, honestly. And back to what you said earlier, Angels games is great to go to. Also, their seats, all great seats in Angel Stadium. Food is great.
Food is good.
Parking is unbelievable. I pull up and park. Took me 20 minutes to get out of that stadium. Take me an hour and a half to get out of Dodger Stadium.
That's true. That's true.
You know, but we got our own zip code over there.
That's true too.
It's crazy. It's a whole neighborhood in itself is strictly Dodger Stadium. It's literally crazy. And the old owner, McCourt, geez, what a genius. Sell the whole thing, but the lot. I'm gonna keep the lot. So he's still eating forever.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Genius.
Yeah. Genius people. But yeah, man. Listen, Justin, thanks for coming out today, bro. Tell us one more time where we can find your stuff, bro.
Absolutely. You can find me on TikTok at the Lifestyle Coach 76. You can also go to my The HOOD VIN SCULLY fam page. That's FAM as in Mark. And basically, you can also go to my Instagram, the Lifestyle Coach 76, and don't really care about Facebook.
There we go. Listen, HOOD VIN
and my
SCULLY.
website, heartandsoulca.com. That's SOLE, like shoes.
Yeah, go cop that merch. Go cop that merch. It's dope, man.
Dodgers Pock. I got some other stuff here I would show you as well. If you'd like me to grab it.
Yeah, bring it.
I'll bring a couple of those items.
Bring it.
No, just the shirt. The hoodie. Oh, he has the hoodie.